inching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Again, it's Harris on second down.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, it's Fitzgerald, and this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown and for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left for a big play.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
The option to give to Taylor here.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd down, this is Harris.
So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They hand this off to Harris. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing Jones. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
From the 38, Jones right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. Now it's Allen. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. On play action, Allen. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Second down and goal. Allen. This is caught. Touchdown. Irv Smith Jr.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Check back 16. Check back 16. Hey, here we go.
Back to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. They'll run on first down. It's Fitzgerald, and he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Now Jones off the bootleg. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 61 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line, because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And his kick is indeed good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On play action, Allen being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now this time, Allen will throw. And Diggs has it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get 6s. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jones, and caught by Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll run again with Harris. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw there taken in by Smith.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Allen. He completes it to Beckham. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the handoff, Taylor.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
43 the mic, boy, 43. Check, 43.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Jones. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
on the give. This is Harris. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They run again with Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. Back to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. I want that. Give me 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Give me that ball, defense. Watch the end. 58, right over there. Right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.